Hi. Ready as I'm gonna be. So, here I am. Hello. Hello, Killer Bee. Good job on being first. Hello, TK. Hello, Mecca. Hope everybody is having a good Tuesday. Having a weird day. I got like a bunch of stuff done this morning, but I also feel like I just woke up. I don't know. I'm confused. But I did get a bunch of stuff done, so that's good. I did not just wake up, in fact. And Galen had to go to Worcester for like a work thing. I had to make my own coffee. What? It's still good though. I did all right. All right, let me get. Thank you. Right, Mecca? Like, what the heck? The indignities I've been forced to suffer. Let me fix this a little bit. That's kind of weird. So maybe we could do that. Ooh, nope, not that way. There we go. Yeah, so I got my banner ordered to go across the front of my tent. I got little business cards ordered because my existing business cards, which I really do like, only say pastels. So, if they liked my stained glass or fiber, they'd be like, why do I have this card? You know what I mean? So, I got, it's the same product except mini cards. They're like half. They're cute. They're really cute. In 3 designs. And I ordered prints from the person that makes my giclée prints. And all of it has like a really kind of far out delivery date. So I'm really glad it didn't take me any longer to act than it did. Yeah. It was so ridiculous too. Like the banner company. And yes, thank you for the snap, Killer Bee. Pretty proud of that. I also ordered walls, like panel walls that I can hang stuff on inside my. I think that'll be cool. And now I have no idea what I was gonna say. But I'm positive it wasn't important. Ah! Did you place it yet? Do it now. Do it now. Don't be like me. Because it like I was like, well, if my cards aren't here, I can still bring the ones, my old ones, but it's not ideal. Oh. Boo. I'm sorry. Group projects, man. They're always like it. They're always like this. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea if I was gonna say something, what it was. Let's stab this hen. Oh yeah, and, oh good. Oh, okay, so this past Monday was the deadline? Got it. Excellent move to do an artificial deadline. My bangs are strange. Sorry. Golden shrimp field patch cables. What are they? Yeah, you do. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So for the banner design, I had to make sure my logo wouldn't pixelate. I had to turn it into a vector, and they were like, make sure and outline the text. So there's a create outlines thing for text in Illustrator, and I did all of this stuff, and then I went to submit my SVG file, my vector file, and they're like, submit PDF file. so I did all of this work. I don't know how helpful that will, maybe it'll somehow retain, I don't know. I don't know, but they do send a proof before they've printed your stuff, which is good because, pardon my skepticism for a moment. Ooh. Oh, did you? Thanks, Mecca. The heck? That didn't even show up in my thing. You know what I have to do too is give Sing their points back because they didn't come back and I didn't do the Mad Libs because I was waiting for them. I mean, they could have been there the whole time. I don't know. But I didn't want to do it without them. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I also cut out, not cut out, I traced all my pieces. How you doing, ABC Man? Yes, indeed. Be stabbing up a storm. Or a chicken. God, again, what I was gonna say. Oh my God, I'm sorry. This is like what I've, oh, right. So I have two designs that I really wanted to make before this, this first show. I want at least one of each done. And one is just the redesigned, like smaller Proptopus. And the other is, let me get that. Also, I'm absolutely wearing the same dress in the studio as I did yesterday. Don't at me. Killer B will probably recognize this, probably, but I don't know if others will. You've never lived in New England. But I'm pretty pumped about this design. So I cut the piece, no, I didn't cut, but I traced all the pieces I need to cut for this, which is only, amazingly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. Are they? Good, good. So I'm gonna paint the red polka dots. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about them. I think they're cute. Oop, stepping on cable. Squeak. Ah, okay. Well, it is always, there are Hood brand ones up here. So they say Hoodsy on them, but I decided not to like, you know, totally copyright infringe and just go for the polka dots that they put. But yeah, I would imagine like half chocolate, half vanilla ice cream cups, pretty universally appealing, I would think. Do love a Hoodsy cup. That is for sure. Okay. I am so sleepy today. Sorry for how I did too. Those were my faves. I was always like, nice when those were an option. I'm not surprised, Killer B. I figured the most important part though was the wooden paddle spoon thing. So we got that. Cool, good, good, good. I'm glad you have them too. If for no other reason than summer treats, you know? But yeah, there's a huge dairy up here called Hood, and that's why they call it Hoodsy cups. Very exciting news. Hey, congrats, Killer B. The wood is part of the taste. I agree to this. Thoroughly agree. I just got a new Cricut blade yesterday, but it's not because I need a new one. It's because I needed the, is it called like the deep cut blade or something? I only have like the fine point one, and possibly like a regular one if that's a thing. So I needed the big, it is, TK. Like, are we sure this is food? Yes, it's food. Eat it. Okay. What am I looking at here? That's that. What the heck am I looking? Who drew this? Why am I like this? Current status confused by my own sketch. Okay. Okay. I've caught up. We didn't get to do we weren't allowed to really do walkies yesterday, and I don't know if we will this evening or not whenever Van Galen gets back, but that is because Boris hurt his little leggy on Sunday evening playing fetch, because he's very serious about playing fetch, and he blasted off and did something. He could have stepped in a little hole or something unexpectedly, because our backyard's not exactly like even terrain. Yeah, exactly. He like takes off like a tiny greyhound. So he, dog enthusiasm. So we're like carrying him down the back steps just to be safe. He doesn't even look limpy today, like he's favoring it. So that's good. But I think we might be thinking that it's wise to not push it, and walk him on pavement already. So maybe we'll wait till like tomorrow. My poor boy. Thank you. Ugh, Van Galen made him his, so now that he's like a senior dog, they suggest appointments every 6 months instead of every 12 months just for checkups. So Van Galen scheduled his appointment, and I like instantly get nervous for these things. It's not until the end of June, too. So I've got plenty of time to be nervous, which is great. I'll be nervous on my own schedule. Good color. I'll go with it. Hey, Rob. No, I don't. I definitely don't. Right, TK? You gotta let it marinate. Get in there nice and deep. Rob, I'm still waiting for some stuff. I ordered, did I say it already? I ordered some panel walls. They're called Pro panels. They're allegedly supposed to ship this Friday, but they come from Texas, so I'll be getting those, and I'll be able to hang things. I did order the like a banner for the front of my tent today. I also ordered new business cards that reflect glass and fiber, and I ordered prints. Yeah, exactly. I guess so. I think those are like the preferred panels. Like everybody likes them. Potato Art Studios was telling me that, but they're too big for like a lot of vehicles, I guess. So that's why the mesh panels that she found super cheap through Craigslist, lucky duck. That's why those are so popular, despite their being like less sturdy. Like they look less sturdy to me anyway. They come off their metal frame and then you can just roll up the mesh and you carry the metal like tubes. But Pro Panels now makes a kind that break in half. So they really should fit in my car. They should only be like 30 inches by 3.5 feet. So that's really not that big. I don't know. We'll see. And yeah, so I landed on doing, I'm only gonna do one size. Thank you. Yes, fingers crossed indeed. Rob, you were in my dream Sunday night. You were here to visit, but Vic didn't come. And we also, from a duck? Oh no. I'm sorry. Yeah, you were here to like visit, but we work, oh no. Oh, drama. Oh dear. I had a, yeah, so Vic didn't come, but also like you were on vacation, but we worked at the same place, which was not like, we weren't like pastelists. We were like doing some boring job. But you were only gonna be here for like, you know, a week or however long your visit was. Very weird. But I suppose it makes sense, like why would Vic come if you're gonna end up working? Like that doesn't, if you're gonna work, well, because it's kind of a big trip to stay home from, I suppose. I'm trying to reason with my dream brain, which is not productive. Yeah. Right, so I ordered prints. I'm gonna do, still just gonna do the one size, the 5x7s, and I'm gonna do, I got 2 of each design, there, and I have 7 now. So I'll offer one framed, matted and framed, and one matted and just backinged. I thoroughly agree. Because Vic has to come, obviously. We can make our own pastel society. We've discussed this. The cool is now pastel society. Matted in the morning, yes. That's a reference to a local DJ on, was it Oldies 103.3? Be? But yeah, I was a morning DJ called Maddie in the Morning. I'm totally liking this hen. I'm liking doing this hen, but I got some new felting supplies the other day and I'm really like kind of itching to use them. So I'm also impatient. but they're probably not even interesting enough to show. But I found actual wool. Oh, thanks, Rob. Wool felt that's like a tighter. I mean, it's not woven. Neither one is woven, but it's a tighter fabric than the other wool felt I got that just like stretched and warped poor Cecil's face. And it's in 3 lovely colors. Yeah. I have seen their stuff at least. Yeah, I'll probably just follow that. That is amusing. Quack, says my chair. Square One Molgoth is such a good name for an account. I was like weird about things I'd follow on Instagram for the longest time. Like I know a lot of people follow tons of like celebrities and entertainers and stuff that they enjoy. I only follow, I think, 2 now. One is Amy Sedaris and and that's just so Van Galen doesn't have to show me the new ridiculousness every day when she posts something. But the first one I followed was Chris Stapleton, who, like, you know, I think he's talented, but it was because he had said something like very pro LGBT, Q, etc., and was getting a lot of like flack because he's a country artist. So like, oh, you know, people were unfollowing, so fine, I'll go follow. That was the first. Oh, and I follow Ina Garten because I love her. Yeah. I specifically did it like when that was happening, when he was like losing followers and stuff. Put caramel in this, but it's all the way at the bottom. That's why I keep swirling it around, hoping it will eventually make its way into the stuff I'm actually drinking. I suppose it will eventually when I get to the bottom. I know how beverages work. Don't even try to explain them to me. I've got this. Please. My plan had been to felt the leaves and flowers in the pen and then leave the sort of background below. And that's not even going to be in it. So it's going to be just mostly black. And I was going to just leave the painted stuff visible, but I think it's too pale. I think I might have to felt the whole thing. Darn it. Which is fine and all. It just seems like a lot of extra felting with no like detail. Pardon me. you're walking a dog. Have a good walkies. Hey Nick, how you doing? How was your graduation? And I hope the weekend wasn't too stressful, given the folks that were in town. Yeah, I bet it was. Sorry. But the graduation was good at least. I remember being so confused around high school graduation. Like, I remember saying to my parents, I don't have to go to school anymore. Like, I obviously knew what the end of high school meant, but it just doesn't seem like it's going to be real or something. And really just not. I don't have to go to high school? That's awesome. I hated high school. Cool, this was the worst, so I will be glad to stop this. Yeah. I totally feel that. Soon she can start having the dreams well beyond high school age where she realizes that it's a week before she's supposed to graduate and she hasn't gone to Spanish class even one time during the year, and then it can morph into a semester once she starts college. And she can still have those dreams, like after going to grad school, after there being just decades of time when they haven't taken a Spanish class. And yet, it's always Spanish for me. Hey, Eddie, how are ya? Happy time zone to you. Oh, that kitty's cute. They're the worst, Nick. I'm always like trying to make some sort of a scheme and like a deal with the professor. Like, if I get all of the work done in this week for the whole semester and I pass the final, can I graduate? It's always something wacky like that. I'm doing well, thank you. Just stabbing around this chicken, you know? You know how it goes. You don't. Maybe you do. Okay. I just said something that like made a cascade of things happen in my brain. One of the things was the song Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. Don't ask why. And then that made me think of doing crossword puzzles with Van Galen last night. And when we play them, we do them online, but we're like, we're playing the same crossword. You know what I mean? It's just like not pen and pencil, and we can both actually see what we're doing. And we use it's like a crossword puzzle aggregator site. Like they have New York Times ones, but they have them from everywhere. So like it just presents the puzzle with like no context, or it'll say like who edited the puzzle originally, but that's it. And we were like baffled by this crossword puzzle last night. We're like, it's just missing letters. Like, what the heck? And then, you know, it'll dawn on us that probably there's some sort of weirdness to the puzzle. You know what I mean? When it's like, you need to put 2 letters in a certain box to make the thing work, like up and side, whatever. And so we had to like do the reveal puzzle thing. And that's exactly, they wanted you to put an entire word in a box. You cannot do that online. It's almost as though they just have a machine scraping puzzles and no human is involved at all. Welcome back, TK. Is the pooch yours? Do you have a dog? If I didn't know better, I would suspect. Yeah. Oh. So you had to pocket? Alrighty. Well, that's very nice of you. Not really. I'm way less of a dog person than I am a cat person. The exception being Boris. Naturally. He's doing well, thanks. I was just saying before though, we got an email that was like, you need to schedule his 6-month evaluation because they recommend checkups for older dogs. And every 6 months instead of every year. And it's not till the end of January. I keep saying January. January. And I'm already nervous. And he hurt his little leggy night before last. Playing fetch. He seems to be fine now, but he's a good boy. Oh. That's nice of you today. He is. He's the best. My good dog. He's not good at having an injury because he really thought I was going to maybe play fetch with him when I let him outside before stream. Hey, buddy. I just carried you down the stairs to be safe. I'm not going to throw the purple thing around for you. Plus, my track record is not great with the throwing. Eddie, I don't think you were here for it, but last week I was telling people about how I don't remember what Van Galen was doing. Something where he was out, and Boris really wanted to play fetch, and I'm not as good at throwing the thing, the purple thing, his favorite fetch toy, as Van Galen, but he really wanted to play fetch, so I was like, I'll get the thing. And I went inside, grabbed the thing, and I was throwing it poorly. And after the second time I threw it into the garden over the garden gate and had to climb in and get it, I just went to toss it toward the back corner of the yard so that he could run like a tiny bit and then bring it back down to where we play fetch from. But when I winged it toward the back corner of the yard, I winged it up and over the back gate, like the back fence. And it's like the woods back there, and there's not an opening in the fence. Like, I don't even know, I didn't know at the time, like, where Van Galen had made a spot where we could open it semi-easily. It's like, beyond that, I was in pajamas, in slippers outside, and it was dusk. Like, it was getting dark. I was like, I can't. It's his favorite toy. And I was like, I can't get it tonight. I'm really sorry, buddy. And it was hard to get him inside because he was just looking at the fence like, Mom, it's right there. I know it. I saw it go there. I am not a good fetch partner. There are too many obstacles. That's the thing. Too much stuff to hit or go over or whatever. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. Goodness. Van Galen started working on some new background music for me yesterday. Sounds pretty cool so far, in my opinion. It's like 30 seconds of a song. It's not, I don't think it's coming imminently, but yes, indeedy. Well, no, I know he canceled he canceled at least a few times in there too. Just like nights when work was far too frustrating. It's like I cannot communicate with a human being like a human being. So it's better to just not do it. Fingers crossed that we all retain power arbitrarily next Tuesday. That would be a night for a random power outage or something, right? Especially at your house, you were having issues with power outages for, was that last summer? Summer before? Felt like every storm. Yeah, it is. It is Memorial Day weekend. We had made plans with friends to go meet their kittens. I'm so excited. Like a month ago or so, and none of us realized it was Memorial Day weekend when we made the plan, but none of us does anything for Memorial Day anyway. Oh! Oh my. That's scary. I'm glad. I assume that it's fixed now. Sketchy as heck. Oh my god. That's terrifying. Good, 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 good. Yeah, hearing it is not great. It's not a great way to discover that. Although I guess it's probably better than smelling fire and finding out that way. So I do take that back, or I'm adding an asterisk to that statement. Chloe. Wow. Well, that's awesome. Hopefully that's your... I mean, I can't imagine that's gonna hurt. So, fingers crossed that was the only huge glaring issue, and now your power stays on. Oh my god. Yes, yes indeed. We're usually pretty lucky about power outages in our home, but that's totally because there was... Killer Bee, you guys were still up here for this, but do you remember there were like some really big damaging ice storms in 2008? And like people in this part of the state have lost power for like 2 weeks. Like it took so long to fix. So like all of the stuff, all of the wires are new as of 2008. So, you know, I think anything that was fairly questionable got replaced / redone. Yeah, I always feel like a little guilty talking to anybody who was out here back then, because I'm like, I didn't hear that, sorry. You're like, I don't know. Like a scab. During a strike or something like that. Like I was actually not here for that. I am sorry. Oh my god. That's so scary. Hope you had a lot of like canned food and Pop-Tarts or something in the house. Oh my god. terrifying. Yeah, that's fine. It is. It's kind of like, not funny, but it's like power went out when it was like spring. It would be not a big deal. It's like always got to be so cold though at the same time. It's weird how that happens. It's like how you always find the thing you were looking for in the last place you look. It took me so long to understand that saying. So long. Like I was well into adulthood. What a ding-a-ling. Good, that's on the outside. There's wool fibers on the bottom of my cup. Outside. Gosh, I'm pretty spoiled, I think. I don't know if I've ever lost power for more than like overnight. And that would be like when I was on the coast and would have like a hurricane. I was gonna say maybe it's because it's a small state and it's easier to get to everybody, but you were in a real small state then, so that's not all it must be. I think it's probably smaller than Mass. A proof from the banner place. It said to allow 2 business hours before they send you a proof. Oh, they do have it. Nervous. Does it look like garbage or is it okay? Past artwork checking. Well, how to do? I'll deal with this later. Oh, thanks, Eddie. Good idea. Ah, cracking my knuckles too. Everybody else stretch too is good for you. Yeah, that's also a good idea. I've only had coffee. It is decaf though, so shouldn't be any Wow, yeah, that was weird. That was weird timing. You know what I'm saying? Although they now say coffee is not dehydrating anyway, allegedly. Even caffeinated, but it's not. Caffeine aided. Oh, thank you. I know, right? TK, you can actually save your points for once. Yeah, I've been enjoying this hen and felting in general, so put some hours in for sure. Serious hen time, you know what I'm saying? Yes? Are you gonna, cause at hen time definitely sounds like something else. As I was saying it, I was like, I don't even really know what that other word means. But serious hen time, yeah. Yep. Yep. Really said hen time though. I swear. There's a, that's the thing is I don't even know what it is. So I feel like I don't want to say it. I'll DM you the word later, I guess. Wait, I can do it now. I don't even want to Google it. Where's my whisper window? My whisper window. Hello. Computer like this. What are you doing, you fool? Yes, my whisper window. Whisper window. Oh, chat. Let me send a whisper. There we go. Okay, the word I think is spelled like that. TK. I didn't send that. That's all I know. So yeah, I would maybe, if you're gonna Google that, I would probably Google it with like definition or something. Because I don't know what you'll get. I would also probably make sure there were not children nearby. Window. Yes, yes, exactly. Yes, precisely, precisely. Well, it would also would just be like understandable to not have heard of that. I only like heard the word in potato chips stream a million years ago because somebody wrote something about it. I don't know, it was weird in the chat. So it wasn't like Don't really get a primer on it. I say primer. I know some people say primer. Some people like me just now. Why am I talking? I'm sorry that I'm talking. But I really did say hen time. This time for this hen right here. I need to add pink to that leaf. It's so weird. Yesterday there were, what were they? They were house finches, I think. I have a hard time telling house finches and purple finches apart, so it could have been one or the other. But we had also, it was a female one, whichever it was, so it's even harder, in my opinion, to tell them apart. But it was hanging out yesterday in the yard and just yelling all day. And there was one point where we had windows open because it was nice, and Boris and both the cats like had their ears sideways because there were so many things just like peeping and cheeping, and there was even a chipmunk like going bananas out the back window we could hear. Today I've hardly heard a bird all day. I heard a blue jay earlier. They were making a total ruckus yesterday. I get the sounds of Boris digging on the bed. So you know how like a cat will like knead in a spot and then sit down in it or lie down in it? Boris will dig. He'll like dig with one foot and then dig, and then double time sometimes if it's really uncomfy. Diggy. And I can hear his little claws on the bed. Van Galen was saying all his colleagues know the sound of Boris making himself comfy on the floor in his the room that he works in. Such a funny guy. Yeah, right? He's too good. Yes, he has to. Gotta be comfy before you commit to a spot. Hey, he's not wrong. You know, green. apologize in advance if this sneeze that's been hanging around, waiting in the wings, makes itself known. Seen worse. Wait, what am I doing? I'm gonna make up a leaf. Okie dokie. Thanks for the lurk. close to that. Man. Ripply it's getting. Sorry, I'm an ice cruncher. I know some people think that's weird, but I've always done it. If you hate that, luckily, there was very little ice left in my drink anyway. Yeah, you should. Hydrate, Nick. Thanks, Nick, for the stretch too. Yeah, everybody stretch. The fabric is stretching a little bit, but mostly it's that there's enough wool in the fabric that it's like knotted in under the surface of the foam. So it's just kind of like sucking it all down. If it were stretching, I would expect it to lay flatter than that. Pretty ripply. Believe it or not. Sorry, I had to say. Yeah. So I'm not worried too much about it being like warping. The foam is warping instead of the foam. Wait, instead of the fabric, I think. I need brown. This brown. There's some wavy in it. It is going to be a very difficult peel. Thoroughly agree. Not super psyched about it. There's that finch here to prove me wrong. Joke's on you, Finch. I want to be wrong, because I like it when you sing. You should. It isn't a freaking investment, too. At least if your area birds are anything like ours. Just like, and it's gone. My mom was like super into feeding the birds in their yard and quit last season. It was like, they just eat it in like 2 days. It's so expensive. So, if it even turned my mom into a or she'll keep the Oriole feeder out, the hummingbird feeder, and there might be one other like special one. Maybe there's a mealworm feeder or something icky. But otherwise, she's like, ugh, no more Seeb. Ooh, you should. You should. It can bring you presents. Might be hard around Christmas. What do you get for the corvid that has everything? My computer tower fan hasn't done that in a couple streams. Weird. Be more yellowy. Love it. So the series of shows that I am waitlisted for started this past Saturday, and the organizers posted pictures from it, and one vendor had propagation tubes. So, stiff competition. Yes, exactly. Theirs is, it was like a, I don't know what kind of wood, but it was a nice chunk of wood, and it has like, I think 3 holes drilled in for the same tube, basically, that I was using. So it's like a totally different look. Ah, yeah. Hey, Betsy, how are ya? I'm doing well, thank you. Uh, so what I did, Betsy, was like always, I did a sketch on my iPad, just a line drawing, and then I printed it out on computer paper, and I just put it on top of the fabric, and literally used one of these big needles here, and jabbed it through on the along the lines, and then I don't know how well you can see it, but it connected. It's got 3 big dots that I just made, and then I connected the dots with a pen. Ugh, gross. Cracky knuckles, sorry. Well, thank ya. I mean, one of the people that seems to be like one of the bigger 2D felters calls it painting with wool, so I can see why she calls it that. It does kind of feel that way. Oh, it's really. Ah. Yeah, it does. Right. So that's the other thing is I watercolored the fabric afterwards. So I just wanted to put some color down. I felt like I have felt on other pieces that I'm like, I feel like I can see the white sometimes. And I just thought it would be like on other ones, I've painted it and left the paint like totally visible. My plan for this one was to leave the like black paint visible around the chicken herself, but I don't think it's going to be dark enough. So we'll see. Just because I've done, you know, the leaves and the flowers in felt, I think it's going to look weird if I don't add felt here too. So, well, kind of a silly step on this particular one, but well, thank you. Thank you very much. They're pretty great. Our neighbor's got some new ones, some pullets. So they're still young and skittish and silly. instead of not young and skittish and silly. Because that's what they do. They do be skittish and silly. Yeah, I do recommend. They're pretty great. Where do you think you'll move to when he retires? Will you stay in state? Oh, gonna go someplace with at least way, way, way less snow, if not none. Oh, that's right, but you're like big Disney folks too, so that would be handy. Yeah, that'll probably help your hands quite a bit, I bet. Color. Wait. Be cool if I didn't have to every green that I use, but that seems to be how it's gonna go. Thanks, DK. Ooh, everybody's distracted. Ooh. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. We're getting there. Still, I'm not sure what I'm going to do about below the foliage. So that's a little strange. TBD. Still TBD. But that's okay. Still have foliage to do, so keep focus on that for now. And worry about that when we come to it. Oh my god. That was just my fan turning on like it had earlier and just scared me for no reason this time. That's fine. Oh, thanks, Betsy. Yeah, seriously, TK. Thanks, Betsy. I will do. I did do. Just now. Whoops. Just picked up one of those giant needles that I have over to the side. That's not what I need. Oops. Dropped some green and now I can't see it. I'll use this mix of greens. Why not? Today's a day that my back is not pleased about the this office chair, old office chair. Notice any writhing, that's why. Wiggling a little. Every now and then.